Good.
Testing.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to AFL NT's coverage of the 2022-23 TIO NTFL Men's Premier League season, live here from the Tracy Village Oval in Darwin on Larrakia country. And we have round 8 of the Men's Premier League, and that's between the home side, the Wanderers, and they'll be taking on Tiwi Bombers. Just for those who are tuning into the live stream, we have a minor technical issue with the on-screen scoring, but we'll be updating you in due course as the match progresses. And just a note as well for the Wanderers, Men's and Women's Premier League earlier were wearing and are wearing black armbands to show respect for club volunteer and former junior Taimana Saywell, whose younger sister tragically passed away earlier this week, and thoughts and prayers are with the Saywell family and the Wanderers as a collective. Only moments away from kickoff here. My name is George Schufezis, joined by play-by-play commentator Clint Firth. Clint, this afternoon is going to be a crucial one for both sides.
Yeah, I think so, George. Both these teams looking for this win, and they stay in touch with the five and they keep their momentum in their season going. Look, to be brutally honest, whoever loses this is probably season done and dusted. So there is a lot on the line here. As umpire Gayo's there's just looking around. I'm not too sure what he's waiting for. Ball's in the air, and we're going to go. So in for the Wanderers this week, Neil Veve. He's a bit of a man mountain, up against Sam D'Souza from Tiwi. Won there by Veve. Comes down to Stanley Tipalura. Tipalura gives the handball there to his captain, Heenan. Heenan drills one forward inside 50. Oh, I thought the mark there was taken by the Tiwi player, and umpire agrees it was. And that's Adam Tippenwoody, who's changed into the number 24 Guernsey for this game, just to confuse us, George. Usually wears number 1. Little kick in board. Brody Newman read it like a book. He comes through. Bit of friendly fire there with Veve. Two big units clash. Tiwi first to it in the middle. Feigns a handball. Perhaps could have taken his first option. And he's wrapped up. And that's going to be a free kick there to Cabillo. Cabillo to the middle. And he hits up O'Connell. O'Connell brings it to the near side. Mark there taken by Thorne. Thorne lowers the eyes, drills one inboard. Missed there by Motlop. Handball over the top. Cruz is there. He picks up. Handball's over the top of Boys. Tiwi first to it. Gee, some fancy footwork. That was almost a look-away soccer kick there. Mitch Taylor's there. Cruz confronts him. And about 2 metres in front of us here, we're going to get a boundary throw-in. So Veve up against D'Souza. I reckon Veve from the back wins it. Down there to Hooker. Throws it on the left boot forward. The 2-on-1 there. And Newman, that's his bread and butter. He'll do that all day long, all year long. Plays third man up and takes that mark. Doesn't have too much forward, so he's going to drill one long down the line here. Good body work there by Burke. Ball goes to the back. First there for Tiwi's number 9, who we don't have on the team sheet. And it's a free kick here awarded, and it's going to go to Matthew Motlop. Matthew Motlop goes across the face of goal. That was good. Well done there by Shannon Motlop. Just manoeuvred his teammate out of the way. And he plays on. And first goal to the Wanderers.
Yeah, it was good body strength there from Stephen Motlop there. Some of that former AFL experience coming into play there, holding off his man in the air. First major of the afternoon going to the way of the Wanderers. So 1-6, leading the Bombers 0 at the moment.
So Wanderers probably kicking with the breeze in this first quarter. Just picked up slightly then, going to the right of screen, if anything, perhaps coming a little bit across the ground. There are some dark clouds to the left, but the radar tells us the rain is going to stay away. Going to be pretty dark when we finish with this 4:30 start. I think they've had an absolute chock-a block day of footy here today, beginning at 8 o'clock, someone said. So big crowd in. Boys wins it. Goes a little one forward. Mark there was dropped by his Wanderers player. Kept in front there was Cecil Puntanamiri. He soccers one forward. That's Tippenwoody. Tippenwoody goes inboard. And the mark there taken by John Tipalura. John Tipalura gives to Stanley Tipalura. And Tipalura fires away just across the face of goal. 3 for 1 behind. And the Wanderers will bring that ball in back through Wheatra. He goes down the outer side. Long kick. Bounced over the head there of Keenan Smith-Thompson. Wanderers end up winning it. Oh, right on the hammer there. The Tiwi player did well. Heenan committed to the contest. Handball went over the top. Wanderers go inside 50. Big Ed Simpson's there. He can't gather. Handball there from Motlop. Cruz comes through. Well done. Put his body on the line. And Tiwi are going to repel this. Hooker. He gives the handball there. I think that might be Dulla. Sorry, that's Brendan Cantilla, and he's run on through from half back. Cantilla fires one forward. There was a couple of Tiwi guys standing all alone there, and the mark there taken by William Munkara. Handballs to his teammate, and Tiwi kick a goal. They move to 1-7. Wanderers 1 straight. We've gone 4.5 minutes in this first quarter.
Yeah. Pretty competitive start there from both teams, getting on the scoreboard early for each of the majors of this game. And I guess Tiwi Bombers' point of view, last week having the home game against the Districts, 41-point deficit last week. And of course with the late game on Saturday night last week, the Wanderers suffering a pretty heavy defeat to Waratah. They've both started this game positively and looking to utilise, I guess, the open spaces here at Tracy Village.
So umpire Tom Manning, ball back in the middle. He's going to launch up. D'Souza up against Veve. Veve wins. Down there to O'Connell. O'Connell goes forward. Keenan Smith-Thompson's there. Heenan goes with him. Shimmy's on the inside. Goes on the outside. Round the corner. Mitch Taylor's under it. He can't grab it. That was John Tipalura there also. Wanderers go inside 50. Look to be a potential tunnel there. Umpire says play on. Motlop grabs him one hand and then from 55 metres out has a flying shot at goal. Ed Simpson in the square saying, mate, I was here. Through for one behind. And the ball to be brought back in there by McCarthy. McCarthy down the outer side to the big ruckman D'Souza. And D'Souza down the wing there. And the mark taken by Tiwi. So that's good movement out of their back line, Tiwi. Little chip forward. Mark there taken. Swings around on the left boot. Stanley Tipalura. He's been electric this season. Well done. He picks up. Gives the ball there to William Munkara. Ball goes forward, only as far as the Wanderers. And with the raking left foot, that's a beautiful kick down the middle, and the mark there taken by Keenan Thompson. Made hard work of it. Keenan Thompson goes into the middle. Big Veve's there. He's got to get down to it. He's surrounded by two Tiwi players. He's wrapped up. Ball spills free. Potentially dragged it back in. Umpire says no. And we'll have a ball up about 65 metres around from the Wanderers' goal. Wanderers win that. Defensive handball back. Allows some time to go inside 50. Mark dropped there by McCarthy. Picked up there by Dunn. And Dunn goes across goal. That's Braden Rioli there. Well done. He picks up on his left boot. Fires one in.
Oh, good grab there.
Tiwi go inside 50. Mitch Taylor goes early. Ball over his head. Spills to him. Stanley Tipalura wraps him up. William Munkara is there. Can he pick up? Umpire's blowing his whistle. And I think advantage might be paid there.
Certainly has.
Who ended up with that one, George? I think that may have been William Munkara.
It looks so, yep. Just get a shot of the jersey, hopefully, amongst the celebrations. Yep, it certainly was William Munkara with the orange boots.
Okay.
Number 5.
We're used to seeing Kim Cantilla wear number 5. They swapped a few of these Guernseys around the Tiwi boys.
Yeah, certainly have.
Brendan Cantilla, he's wearing number 9. Every time I've called him, he's wearing number 50. So, pretty tough to call out here. Adam Tippenwoody, he's wearing 24. Usually wears number 1. Anyway, ball back in the middle. Umpire Lancaster launches up. Give it to Ray Ray. Boys is in there. He's stripped. Well done there by Dulla. Umpire Lancaster pays one. It's going to be a free kick there to Ankin Lewis. Lewis drives one forward. It was a good kick. It had to be. Cleese there. Handball over the top. Out in front of Jack Burke. Tiwi player goes hard at him. Potentially could have got in his back. Long way from us. Ball stuck in there. Umpire says, I'll have it. So Ray goes up. That's down to Clee again. Little one forward. Stevie Motlop had a few metres on his opponent then. Kick didn't hit the target. We'll get a boundary throw in.
Very end-to-end stuff so far in this game, Clint. Thankfully, the conditions are, I guess, to the pleasing of the players. It's not too hot out here.
Yeah, a little bit of a cool breeze, and it's overcast at the moment. Still very sticky, very, very sweaty, hot weather. It's almost like it's trying to rain, but the radar's telling us it won't. Ball comes down there, picked up there by Michael Dunn. Little handball over the top. D'Souza can't gather. Back to Dunn. He's done well. Just managed to hold on to the footy there. And the mark there taken by Tip and Woody. Tip and Woody clears. He goes to McCarthy and takes the mark on his defensive 50. McCarthy to the outer side. He goes. The mark there taken by D'Souza. He started really well. Wanderers have won this back. And with a little kick there to O'Connell, it looks like he's taken a mark, possibly about 48 metres out. So probably a little bit closer, actually, 40, 45 metres out. And he's going to go back, have a shot from around 50.
Yeah, be a little bit disappointed there, D'Souza, with his disposal there. Surrendered possession, and O'Connell in a great position to have a shot at goal here and level up the scores.
So beautiful kick there, O'Connell. The mark, looked confident. As soon as he took it, goes back. Umpire did not move, and he drills through Wanderers second. And we're all tied up here at Tracy Village Oval. So good crowd in Wanderers' home game. Obviously Wanderers with no designated home venue, so they're using Tracy Village this year. Decent crowd in, building quite good atmosphere here in the northern suburbs of Darwin on this Saturday afternoon. Taken out of there by Dulla. He drives one forward. Ball bounces over the head there. Picked up there by the Wanderers player, and it clears to the outer side. Mark taken. He goes in. The mark there taken by Butson. Butson goes straight down the corridor. It's a good kick. Tiwi player possibly could have got the hands then. Umpire says play on. Ball heading towards the Wanderers' goals. He needs to pick this up cleanly. That was well done there by Dulla. He's been very good this first quarter. Picks up, clears to the outer side. However, the kick was always in the favour of the Wanderers there, and Keenan Smith-Thompson takes it. Ed Simpson standing all alone in 50. He takes it, turns around, and he hits up a leading Thomas Motlop. Good footy there from the Wanderers as they look to kick two in a row and hit the front.
Yeah, it was good, efficient play there by the Wanderers. Once again, good look to be a good clearing ball from Dulla over half back, and possession given away once again, and this will be back-to-back goals off turnovers. Motlop is to slot this one through.
Motlop gets under it a little bit. Going to go right to the line. They are kicking with the breeze, like we said. Probably a 1 or 2 goal breeze in this quarter. And again, a lovely shot at goal. And Wanderers get their third.
Yeah, strong start by the Eagles so far. Looking to make amends for their drubbing last week at the hands of Waratah and really keep their quest for season 2022-23 alive. And I did call it last week with Wills Clint, and we did say that Wanderers are a side, if they can build or get a win this afternoon, they're one of those teams that can go on and get 2 or 3 more very easily. So hopefully for the Eagles it is a W this afternoon and really kickstart their season.
Yeah, both these teams renowned for their second halves of the season, so they're going to come home strong. And as we said, the loser of this game, it's almost impossible to make the finals. Winner is still alive, and I agree with you. Both teams can get a roll on. So ball there won by Weitra. Handball there to Simpson. Simpson goes forward. Mark not taken there by Lewis. Picked up there by Burke. He drills one forward. Only as far as the captain, Paddy Heenan. He drills one inboard. That's Mankara. Beautiful tap over the top. Stanley Tipalura. Oh, dispossessed there. Handball over the top. Picked up there by Kevin Smith-Thompson. But only as far as Michael Thompson of the opposition. He goes out wide. And he hits up John Tipalura. So Tiwi have worked this well. Running over there is Rioli. He's going to swing back on his left foot. He's going to go long down there. They don't have a lot of height down there. Mitch Taylor always read that as going over the back. He was first there. Right with him there was Dale Cunningham, and it was good pressure by Cunningham. Forced Taylor to take it through. And Mitch Taylor will bring the ball back in. Goes to the pocket. Mark taken there by the Wanderers. Down this near side. Players running. Good. Oh, I thought it was a good kick out in front of his leading forward there, Motlop. However, drifted over the line by about half a metre. It'll be a Tiwi free kick. So bringing that ball back in was Brendan Cantilla. He goes inboard to McCarthy. McCarthy off one step, just launches 150 down. Oh, big jump there by the Tiwi player, had a piece of it. Ball spills to the front. Thought he may have ducked into that, to be honest. Umpire didn't agree. Tackle there from Dylan Dos Santos. He feeds Mankara. Mankara down the line on his left foot. As we said, there's a lack of height down there. George, it's going to be hard if they're going to go in the air. Newman and Mitch Taylor are going to pluck them off all day. Wanderers through the middle. Motlop. He gives the hands to Matthew Motlop. Matthew Motlop from 70. It's an open square. Ball goes to the pocket to Stevie Motlop. It's a chain of Motlops. And the ball goes out of bounds in the forward pocket. We'll have a throw in.
Yeah, again, you mentioned it just before. I think the height may just be the Achilles heel of Tiwi this afternoon. I guess preferably they'd like to run the ball a lot more, and here of a stoppage, we'll see if the Wanderers can make this one count and record a bit of a buffer.
I'm not sure what's happening here. Oh, the player's been asked to go and get the ball over the boundary. So as we tick through the 17-minute mark of this first quarter, Wanderers in their forward pocket. Ray's there, tries to grab it. He can't pick up. Shark there by Thomas Motlop. And out of nothing, a goal from a stoppage in their forward 50, which is a coach killer. He kicks his second.
Yep. There's that buffer that we're looking for. Wanderers now 4 goals, 1-25, leading Tiwi Bombers 2 goals, 2-14. And just approaching the 17.5-minute mark of this one so far. Strong start by the Eagles, not to be discouraged too early. The Bombers, they've had their fair share of the ball. They're just, I guess, not really utilising their strength as much, which is their raw pace and skillful play. They're still trying to play normal footy, trying to hit targets in the forward 50, Clint, but just as you mentioned, that height, just their Achilles heel. And you've got Simpson and the back line for Wanderers.
So umpire Gayo has a bounce. Probably not his best effort. Call it back. And he says, boys, I'm going to throw this one up. Take 2. Desmond Tipperman Tamiri now in there for Tiwi. Handball over the top to Boys. Boys to O'Connell. Missed tackle there by Tiwi. Goes back to Clee. And Clee clears to the outer side. Mark there taken. O'Connell's run on. He's had a really good first quarter. Gets a shepherd from his teammate. Michael Dunn was chasing him. Good chase, perhaps pressured the kick, and the mark in the back line taken by Brendan Cantilla. He goes down the line there. The man who's just moved on to have a run in the ruck, Desmond Tipperman Tamiri, takes the mark. Kicks one forward, shock and kick. Picked up there by Arborn. Arborn gives a handball there to Fuller. He's tracked there by two Tiwi players on the outer side. And we're going to boundary throw-in. Umpire launches. Arborn's there. Veve's there. Veve to himself. Then a little tap there to O'Connell. O'Connell running past there was Wheatra, couldn't hit him. Picked up there by Tiwi, handball over the top. I think that was Makara that just went straight out of the air. The ball went straight up, and the mark's taken there by Clee. They bring it to the near side, and Thorne out this side. McMurray had a bit of space. He chose not to use McMurray. And Bo O'Connell, who's probably almost in double-digit possessions in this first quarter, has been the best player on the ground. Give him a wrap, and he drives one forward, and the mark there taken by Roy Farmer. He's looking to switch. This is the problem. If they're going to go down the line here, they're going to be in trouble. Because Brodie Newman and Mitch Taylor are going to sit under these all day. So that's what they have to do. They have to go to that outer side. And Brendan Cantilla gets on his bike. He has a handball over the top. He's taken out. Duller comes in. Brodie Newman was there. Boys runs onto it. He's got a bit of space. He's got Stevie Motlop forward. And Stevie Motlop from 50. Oh, he was trying to drill it there to his brother, Thomas Motlop. Just skewed the kick. Thomas Motlop had a ton of space. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be brought back in by Paddy Heenan as we tick on to red time in this first quarter. Heenan across goal. Mark taken by McCarthy. McCarthy with a shocking kick. Only as far as Wheatra. They're under the pump now. Wheatra bends it back. Just not far enough into the left goal post. Very lackadaisy kick there by McCarthy. Almost cost his team a goal. So Wanderers 4 goals to 26, leading Tiwi 2 goals to 14. 21 minutes gone. Brought back in by Roy Farmer. Comes there to Hooker. Hooker on the boot. Big D'Souza's there, but he's surrounded by 3 Wanderers players. Clee's there. Rioli tries to come through. He can't win it. Wheatra's first to it. Harassed there by Tipalura, and the ball goes out of bounds right in front of the Wanderers bench, and we'll have a throw-in. So Veve and D'Souza. Ball falls short. Umpire Lancaster, he wasn't supposed to umpire this game, but he got the late call in. Says, no, you need to launch that back in again. So the boundary umpire just comes in a little bit. She's going to launch in. Ray over the top. Well done there. What was it? Dwayne Keranua. He looks like he's got a ton of pace. And I think he's won the free kick here. He doesn't waste any time, has it bounce. O'Connell didn't go with him, managed to run 15 metres, goes to a 2-on-1. Massive fly there by the Tiwi player, picked up there by Wheatra, goes to Smith-Thompson. Smith-Thompson out wide, and the mark there taken by Motlop. Motlop goes even wider, puts it out in front of there of Smith-Thompson. He gives the handball to Thorne. Thorne hears the voice inside, honours that. Ball ends up with Clee. Goes out wide, back to Thorne. They're sort of stuffing around with it a little bit here, the Wanderers, but they managed to keep possession. And that's, Thorne there. He's taken the mark. He hits up Thomas Motlop, who looks to be about 50 metres out. Uses the rule to his advantage. Runs around. Umpire says play on. Stevie Motlop's forward. And third man up there, David Cruz, did a really, really good job. He got his fist through to that. Knocked it through. And Wanderers moved to 4 goals, 3-27, leading Tiwi 2 goals, 2-14. And we've gone 23 minutes in this first quarter. Mark there taken by Cantilla. Again, they're going to switch. They know they're going to have trouble going down the line. It's a good switch as well. Ball dropped there by McCarthy. Gives the handball over the top to Cruz, who's run on. Cruz on centre wing, has it bounced, doesn't have too much to go to forward. Bombs one, the half-forward flank. Ball was out in front of Cecil Puntanamiri there, but he couldn't grab it. Ball goes out of bounds. We'll have a throw-in. Umpire launches in. That's into the breeze. He's perhaps got an excuse from there. Umpire says, go again. Take two. Big D'Souza in front. Wins it down. Butson's there. Butson spins out of trouble. Good tackle by the Tiwi player. Ball was pinned in there. Umpire Manning says play on. Comes there to Rioli. Smith-Thompson's with him. Heenan throws it on the boot forward. Bounces over Thorne's head. And trickles out of bounds and almost in the identical spot. We'll have another boundary throw in. One there by Tiwi, thrown on the boot forward. Tipalura was there, but he was surrounded by Brodie Newman and Mitch Taylor, which if you're going to be surrounded by them all day, you're going to be in for a tough day. You don't want to be in a sandwich between those two. Not going to get too many kicks. Mitch Taylor drills one. That's going to the centre of the ground. Comes there to McCarthy. McCarthy short and dropping in there. Taking the mark was Lewis. Wanderers bring the ball across. Mark taken there by Newman. Newman drills one down. Oh, that's Lewis here. Just a fingertip or a slips catch. Plays on. Wheels round onto his left boot. Ball goes up in the air. It was never favoured to his forward. And dropping in front there, taking that mark is McCarthy. And yet again, Tiwi clear to that outer side. They've got a little bit of space out there. Dropping the mark and going to ground was the Tiwi player. Wanderers have managed to pick up. And I reckon the siren went before he marked that. George, yep. I clearly thought that from here, and I think the umpire agrees, so that's good.
Yeah, so that's the end of the first quarter here at Tracy Village. A reminder, you're watching AFL&T's coverage of the 2002-23 TIO NTFL season, and going into that break, it is the Wanderers 4 goals, 3-27, leading the Tiwi Bombers 2 goals to 14.
Stadium. To the left of your radio they go.
Wow, what a goal to start the game.
Oh, picked up by Makar. Beautiful. Goes for home and it's nailed an absolute rip from the pocket, and he's kicked an absolute ripper.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to AFL NT's coverage of the 2022-23 TIO NTFL season here from Tracy Village Oval on Larrakia Country. Round 8 action between the hosts, the Wanderers. They currently hold a slender lead, 13 points over the visiting Tiwi Bombers. It's been a very fast-paced first quarter, would you say so far, Clem?
Yeah, good footy to watch, end to end, really good. These clouds are hovering around, but still radar's telling us no weather, so getting a little bit dark as we start this second quarter. As we said, whoever wins this, they keep their season alive. Whoever loses this, it's basically season over. That's the tough truth of it. As it comes there to Arborn, it goes only as far there as Adam, Tip and Woody. So Tiwi probably with a 1 to 2 goal breeze kicking with it in this quarter. So they'll look to use that. Ball comes there to Dylan Dos Santos, to Mitch Taylor. Drills a little one there to the ruckman Veve. He gives it to Oborn. Oborn to Simpson. Paddy Heenan was there. Coming through there, Stanley Tipalura. Comes there to Oborn. I reckon he's had 3 touches in the first minute of this quarter. Goes forward. And Thomas Motlop, he thought he had it. Umpire said Tiwi touched it first. Picked up there by Michael Dunn. Well done. Sold a dummy. Drives one long down the line. Stanley Tipalura and Weetra. That Smith Thompson is there. Comes there to Dwayne Keranua. Some fancy footwork. And that is a sensational goal. Well done. The crowd liked that one. Bit of energy picks up around the ground. Dwayne Keranua, well done. He kicks Tiwi's third. And they move to 3 goals to 20, trailing the Wanderers by 7 points. And we've got a minute in this second quarter.
Absolutely. Took the ball under the shoulder there, Dwayne Keranua, and just said, you know what, I'm going to ignore all options up forward and dribble it home myself. I did see him towards the end of the first quarter, hands on knees. He was spent, came to the interchange gates, and after, I guess, that hard tackle in the centre of the park, but he starts this second quarter exactly how Coach Brenton Toy would have wanted.
So a few changes for both teams. We were talking before. Kim Cantilla, Harley Bennell and Sam Darley out for Tiwi, so that's big. Big Liam Patrick not playing today. He's sitting down there watching it in Larger Manu. They've got big rain down there at the moment, so hopefully he'll be back up next week. Also, who else was out? McLean
for the Wanderers,
the Wanderers. So a couple of important changes to both teams as Thorne takes the mark in the middle there. Drills one down. I think that's Arborn. If it is, he's had 4 touches. No, it wasn't Arborn. It was Jack Burke, sorry. Goes there. The mark there taken by Tiwi. Hooker calling for it in the middle. He's going to go down with that breeze. The ball's definitely going to travel. Only as far there as Dos Santos. And Fuller. He takes that mark. So Fuller into that breeze. Goes down there. Stanley Tipalura. Ed Simpson was lurking at the back. Ball's touched and goes out of bounds. We'll have a boundary throw in. Wanderers win it away from there. Goes, I think that's Motlop. Shocking kick inside 50. Tiwi are going to mop that up. They've got 2 players out here, Heenan. Cruz needs to shepherd. Oh, he perhaps didn't. That wasn't Cruz, sorry. That was Dunn. Ball comes there to the Wanderers players. He's immediately wrapped up by 2 Tiwi. Umpire said it was in the back. I thought perhaps we're on call. Anyway, that's going to be a free kick there to Boys. Boys had a lot of the footy last week. He's been getting his hands on it. He's going to go to the left forward pocket. Players go up. Motlop flies down to Stevie Motlop. Tries to shake off one. He does that. And, geez, every time he gets a ball in his hands, he looks electric. Well done, Stevie Motlop, playing the majority of the time forward in this one. And he bangs through Wanderers' 5th goal.
Yeah, beautiful answer there for the Wanderers on the Tiwi Bombers' early goal. It's awesome fend off there from Stevie Motlop in his pocket. I think whichever field he'll be playing in this NTFL season, he'll own that area of the pitch, and just a natural from that position. extends that lead back out to just over 2 kicks.
Yeah, those two Motlop boys have been dangerous forward. They're both the multiple goal kickers on the ground. Thomas Motlop and Stevie Motlop. Throw Bo O'Connell in there. They've probably been the 3 best players on the ground to date. Sander Souza been really good in the ruck there for Tiwi. So ball back in the middle. Mankara can't grab it. Picked up there by Matthew Motlop. Throws it forward. Umpire's plucked one. And O'Connell's Dunn's given one away to O'Connell. O'Connell plays on right on the 50. Goes down there. Why wouldn't you when Stevie Motlop's there? Stevie Motlop doesn't need it. He lays a good shepherd. And that's makes footy look pretty easy. Straight out of the middle, straight down for a goal, and that's 2 in a minute for the Muck-Mucks.
Yep, and play just aforementioned there, Bo O'Connell getting his second of the game as well. So 3 players with 2 goals apiece doing the damage for the Eagles so far. Bo O'Connell joins the Motlops on that multiple kicking. And now a pretty handy lead. 19 points the difference, 39 plays 20 here. 5.5 minutes gone here in the second quarter.
Yeah, they've got to be careful here, Tiwi. They've got to stay with them. They've got to win this quarter with the breeze. So umpire Thomas Manning throws up. Veve into Souza. Nice tap there by Veve. Picked up there by Lewis. Handball's back. Arborn can't grab. Lewis comes through back for a second turn. It was well done there by Adam Tippenwoody. Picked up there by Smith-Thompson. He goes to Butson. Butson through traffic. Going to go a long way backwards. Kick has to hit its target. Yeah, good call there by the umpire. It didn't. They're retreating hard here, the Wanderers. Well done by Mitch Taylor. Showed composure. Goes to the back pocket. It's taken there by Weetra. Pressure on the kick. Didn't allow it to come off that well. Cecil Puntanamiri is in there for Tiwi. Goes back, lays a good tackle. Stanley Tipalura. Ed Simpson over it. Umpire did well. He said play on. Lewis is under the pump. Incorrect disposal. And well done there by Cecil Puntanamiri. A second effort. And he wins the free kick there for the Bombers on his left foot. Goes into the middle. Standing there in a lot of space. That may be Keranua. Keranua drills one down there. Bounced off Hooker's hands. Oh, through the hands of the Wanderers players. Hooker gets another chance. And a little left foot kick out there. Barely the required 15. And the mark there taken by Dwayne Keranua, who's already kicked one this quarter. And will look to become Tiwi's only multiple goal scorer if he drills this. Not too much of an angle. Distance certainly not a problem. Straight over the goal umpire's head. He gives the aeroplane to the crowd. Well done, Tiwi. He kicks his second. And we've gone 7.5 minutes here at Tracy Village Oval.
Yeah, well, there's your 2 goals. You were saying earlier there, Clint, you said it was a 2-goal or so quarter with the wind, and they've registered. They've just allowed, I guess, the Wanderers to kick 2 of their own. So the Bombers would be happy if they were to kick, I guess, 2 more to an unanswered Eagles score. That would certainly make things a lot more interesting heading into half-time, which, of course, is still plenty of time away. Only a 13-point advantage. Wanderers now 6 goals, 3-39, leading the Tiwi Bombers 5 goals to 26.
Looking over there, Austin Warner-Murray and I think Shannon Rioli running there for Tiwi. So a couple of guys with their presence. One there by Tiwi, Shark there by Dulla. Dulla throws on the boot forward, flying from the back there, the Tiwi player. He can't grab. Mitch Taylor, geez, he's been good today, mopping up there. Drills one down the line, but dropping in front there and taking that mark is William Mankara, wearing Kim Cantilla's number. He goes out wide, mark taken by Heenan. He did play on, so he's got to go back to Mankara. Mankara drills one in the middle. It's almost like he pinpointed the Wanderers player there. And the mark there taken by Butson. Butson out wide. Mankara had a fair crack at that. He couldn't reach it. Off hands, we get a boundary throw in. Shane Thorne for the Wanderers comes on for a run. Ray and Desmond Tipperman Tamiri On there by the Wanderers, and that's a good mark out there taken by Jack Burke.
Oh, 50.
Umpire's paid 50 there. I reckon maybe the... Oh, no, he's saying... Not sure what he's saying there, to be honest. Perhaps the Tiwi player moved.
No, I think it was the water carrier getting in the way.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, put his hand up straight away upon apologising, but it was coming through as Burke looked to go. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, tough penalty, and it's going to give Wanderers a shot at goal. So Jack Burke was 80 metres out. He's now 30 metres out. He's going to line him up, kicks through it, makes the goal umpire work a little bit. However, through the big sticks, and he kicks the Wanderers 7th.
Maybe his first in NTFL footy. All the boys doing their paces to get around him.
Yeah, I think so. I haven't called him before, so I think you might be right there, George. I reckon he's playing his first game. Not too sure about his history.
Regardless, it's a handy lead he's given now the Eagles. 45 plays 26. Just past the 10.5 minute mark here in the second quarter. And you alluded it to there, another player that you mentioned is a champion of the game, Shannon Rioli, out for the Bombers. Maybe, I won't say fitness, he's running out for the Bombers, delivering instructions at the moment. So
must have an injury, because I think he played last week, didn't he? So perhaps.
Sure did.
On there by Tiwi in the middle, comes back there to Muncar, goes to put on his boot, the ball slipped out, gaps his opponent there, drills one down there. It's a slippery ball, so it's going to be a hard ball to mark. Couldn't be taken there by Dale Cunningham. And the umpire says, I'll have it. Ed Simpson gathers it out the ruck, spins around, bombs at 50. It's a 2-on-2 out there. Brendan Cantilla's there, tapping it in front of him. Well done. Handball over the top. He's going to want this back. Comes in there to Desmond Tipperman to Miri. Players fighting over it. Umpire's plucked one out there. Free kick out there. I think that might be boys. And boys, a little 30-metre hit up. He hits up Thorne. Thorne down the line. Umpire set a push. And a free kick there to the Wanderers. Little kick inboard. Big Simpson. He takes it. Goes forward, bounces off Motlop's head, I think. Coming through there, and we're not playing soccer. That starts in a couple of days, the Soccer World Cup, George.
Sure does.
Australia playing France when?
They are playing them, I believe, on Monday night.
On Monday night. So they've got a very tough group there, the Aussies. It's going to be very hard to get through that to the next stage. That's a barrel forward. Well done. Well taken there by Stanley Tipalura. And footy can look easy when it's done like that. Mitch Taylor probably not too happy with himself, being one of the better players on the ground today, but he can't do it every time. And Stanley Tipalura drills one through for Tiwi.
Yeah, needed that one. Certainly the Bombers. Brings it to just over 2 goals.
John Tipalura, sorry. Yep. I might have called that wrong. John Tipalura. Our team sheet's a little bit all over the place here.
Again, you would almost call it chaos footy by the Bombers. They're just sort of lobbing it onto the boot there, having a couple bounces, and then, yeah, through to John Tupalura and using that wind to guide it home.
Ed Simpson goes up, comes crashing down. Motlop, handball there to boys. He's taken. Crowd starting to get into it, and they will. The more Tiwi can go forward and make a game of this. Ball comes out there to Cunningham. He takes that. Well, that may be Tipalura. He drills one forward. Mark there. Dropped by Tip and Woody. Players go at it. Oh, it was dragged in there by the Wanderers player.
Yep.
Yeah. You could see it from here, and I think Newman getting off the ground knows he perhaps made a mistake there, dragging that in. Good call there by the umpire. And it'll be a free kick to Hooker, one of the better kicks in this team. He'll kick from about 45.
Yeah, I think absolutely needs to nail this one here. Nicholas Hooker dropped a mark earlier in this quarter. Now he's got a free kick in a prime position to very much eat into this lead, drag it down below 10 points.
So Hooker comes in. Goal umpire moves to his right. 3 for 1 behind. So Clee tries to go. That's Hooker, the man who just had that shot for goal. He's going to drill one low forward. Only as far as Clee, the man who kicked it to him. Ball comes to ground there. That's picked up there. I think that's Stanley Tipalura. And Stanley Tipalura, who's been a standout for Tiwi this year, round the corner. They've got 2 in a row, and we got a game of footy.
Yeah, very good re-entry there by Hooker, just to get the ball back into a prime position for the Bombers. And Stanley Tipalura does not mess around with the ball when it comes down to him in that position. Almost like Stephen Motlop, he has an eye for goal and picks the ball up and snaps it over the shoulder, and it's just one kick in it. Wanderers had a bit of a handy lead going a few minutes through the second quarter, and Tiwi very much almost back on level playing, just one goal from it. 45 plays 39, just past 16 minutes in the second quarter. Certainly been a good response from Brenton Toy's side.
Yeah, 100%, George. They haven't gone away. Wanderers were looking to get the momentum at the start of this quarter, and perhaps we were sitting here thinking this could be a ball over, but yeah, to their credit, and they're playing open footy, and they had some big clouds to the right of screen coming in. Ed Simpson there, usually plays forward. He's in the ruck there against D'Souza. Shark there by Tippenwoody. Tippenwoody goes forward. Coming through there, Dylan Dos Santos, only as far as the last goal kicker. He goes round Ed Simpson, shocking kick forward. Oh, ball, that was a tough one. Yeah. It was a real tough one there for Arborn. It bounced right in front of his face and hit him in the head. Big D'Souza's got a long way to bend down. So does Simpson. Doesn't matter. He does bend down. He picks it up. Cruz, fist from behind. He's going after it with Jack Burke to lend support there. Was number 9. Brendan Cantilla, who usually wears number 50. Ball goes out of bounds. We'll have a boundary throw in. Simpson to Souza. Simpson tries to take it out of the ruck, drops it. 1-on-1 there in the middle. Comes there, the Wanderers players, thrown on the boot. Umpire says play on. It must have been touched off the boot. There for Tiwi is Roy Farmer. He can't grab it. Ball comes out there to Hooker. He's going to go boundary side and stay to his favoured left foot. Drives one down the line. The kick intended there for Brandon Murphy, and I think Murphy got a finger to it. Oh, no, didn't. Ball went out of bounds on the full. Stevie Motlop leading up from the forward line. He takes that one. Haven't had too many chances, entries inside their forward 50 this quarter.
No.
Wanderers. We've really reversed the momentum in this game. O'Connell, who was electric in that first quarter, he's down there. Well done there by Michael Dunn. He drills one in, and the mark there taken by Cecil Puntanamiri. He goes out wide there, and the mark taken by Murphy. Murphy's got a player over the top. Kicks it to him. It might be Keranua. He's going to drive a long one down there. John Tipalura's there. Players going after it. Comes to Stanley Tipalura. He went handball over the top. There was no one there. And the Wanderers are going to clear. He actually had a bit of space there. Smith Thompson chose not to have a bounce. And the Wanderers down this near side, bringing it out to the big ruckman, Neil Veve. He's been good for them. He drills one inborn, and also Arborn. He's been very good. Takes the mark at centre-half back. Born short to Stevie Motlop. That's the furthest we've seen him push up the ground so far. He's, I think, been injected into the midfield. He's going to play on. Doesn't have a lot to go to. Switches it well. It's a beautiful kick. Great vision. Finds Weecher out there. Weecher plays on. Drills that grass cutter inside 50, but only as far there as Michael Dunn. And Michael Dunn with a beautiful kick out. It had to be good. Mark taken by Cecil Puntanamiri. Peter Ortimi was out here on his own. Going to go there to Cruz. Oh, a risky kick in the middle, but it comes off. Dunn. He was pushed there by O'Connell when he kicked it. Affected the kick. Perhaps could have been a free kick. Well done there. Dos Santos. He gives it to Newman. And that's Dos Santos. He kicks there to Stevie Motlop right in front of us. Dwayne Karanua right behind him. Goes to Arborn. Umpire says play on. Players go at it. Arborn again. Picks up. Handballs. Stevie Motlop goes back. They're going to maintain possession here. And the mark they're taken on defensive 50 by Smith-Thompson. Now they switch it and they're away. That's Thorne. And he's off to the races on the outer side. 2 bounces. Good chase there by Willie Dulla. Inside 50, O'Connell on his right boot. He's already kicked 2. Crowd like that. Beautiful kick. He's kicked his 3rd. And he's kicked a much-needed goal there for Wanderers.
Yeah, adds that scoreboard pressure back on there for the Wanderers. And what seemed to be a quarter they've lost. They've kicked 4 goals apiece. And just the Bombers with that solidarity point extra. But is back out to a 2-goal game. 51 plays 39 here. Just past the 21st minute mark here in the second quarter. And you are watching the 22-23 TIO NTFL season here live from Tracy Village in Darwin on Larrakia country.
Umpires just talking to each other here. Tiwi have got their 666 sorted out. So we're now in red time. Oh, it's going to be a warning to Tiwi. So teams get 1 warning. The second one's going to be a free kick. The process has to be followed. The umpire's got to put the ball on the ground, tell the ruckman, then he picks it up and throws it back up. It's a little bit over the top for my liking, but if that's the process, that's how it has to be done. Veve in there. Oh, he almost got his head taken off there. Umpire Lancaster comes sprinting in and says, I agree. Ball goes out wide there. Nice kick inside 50. Wanderers over the top. But umpire's plucked one. It's going to be a free kick there.
Bombers free kick, it looks like.
Against Ed Simpson. We didn't see what that was for. Adam Tippenwoody?
Yeah, sizing it up. Seems like it. Kick from just inside 50.
So he's kicked 1 today. As we said, probably with the breeze, not as strong as it was. The Twin Towers are down there. Spins down there to Stanley Tipalura. And it's funny how always the good players are in the right spot. That ball spilt straight down his throat. He said Merry Christmas and slammed it through for a goal in red time.
Absolutely wonderfully done. Just like his first goal. Tipalura in the right place at the right time, and again a snap around the body eats into this Wanderers lead. Very much wrestling back the scoring pressure, that's for sure. They've outkicked the Wanderers in this quarter. 1 goal, 1 behind more.
So ball back in the middle. He got tunnelled under that. It had to be a free kick. He lets the umpire know about it as well. He missed a clear one there, the umpire. Ball picked up there by Cleed. Gives to Newman. Newman throws it on the boot, round the corner. Spills out of Heenan. Beautiful rocket handball there to Cruz. And Cruz with good vision goes to Tiwi player there. A ball bounced up. And Veve, who I reckon was still angry about the call in the middle, said, this is my opportunity to tackle you. And I think he might have hurt himself there, perhaps winded. Going to go up against Desmond Tipperman Namiri. Tipperman Namiri wins that one. Comes down there to Butson. Butson to Motlop. Motlop the Weetra. There's probably not too long left in this quarter. We've gone 24 minutes and 20 seconds. Wanderers go out wide, and the mark there taken by Smith-Thompson. So two Smith-Thompsons playing at 8, Keenan Smith-Thompson and Kevin Smith-Thompson. Goes out wide, and I reckon Murray takes that. Goes in board. Cabillo overcommit to there by the Tiwi player. Cabillo goes forward. Munkara's back there. Goes a little one out there. Heenan drops it. He's got time to recover. Goes back into the middle. It's a risky kick, but Tiwi have got numbers there. Going in there was Clee. Picked up by the Tiwi player, throwing it on the boot forward, but it's only as far there as Smith-Thompson. And on his left foot, he's going to bring it in the middle, and that's Arborn. Mitch Taylor absolutely bolting from full back. He wants it. Sandra Souza trying to go with him. He's going to honour it. Mitch, that was all yours. But he did well there, to be honest. He could have gone at that, Mitch. He just bolted 200 metres down the wing there. And
probably just letting him know that I'll let you have it.
Yeah. And said, Big Ed, you take that one, even though I've run all this way. And Ed Simpson, this is almost going to be on the siren, I'm thinking. Little kick from about 40 metres out, 45-degree angle. The ex-East Perth player, or perhaps current East Perth player from the Waffle. So Simpson.
Looks good.
Beautiful kick, kept his head very still. And the Wanderers like that one. They needed that one just before half-time. We've gone 26 minutes in this second quarter.
Seems like he's just giving a bit of time at the moment, make sure everyone's got that 6-6-6 in place. And
yeah, and we're almost ticking through 27 minutes. So quarters, unless they've had an injury, very rarely go for 27 minutes. Perhaps explains we're a very, very high-scoring game. We're going end to end. So lots of goals, lots of time on. Oh, Tiwi player there, Dwayne Karanua, comes back to Butson. Butson handball to the ruckman, was going to get swamped, threw it on the boot, bounced off Michael Dunn's chest. He's going to go back. Beautiful soccer kick there. Hits Heenan. He handballs to Munkara. Munkara on his left boot. That's a good lead out wide there. And the mark there taken by John Tipalura. John Tipalura goes back to the middle. And the man who kicked it to him, done. I reckon the sign's going to go soon. Not too long left. It's a good lead by Tipalura down the middle. Over the back there is Desmond Tipperman Tamiri. Picking up there was Dale Cunningham. Throws it on the boot. That's almost touched the moon. It's a one-on-one in the square there. The big ruckman drops it. He goes to ground. And, geez, I'm not sure what happened. Then he made a meal. At first I thought he hurt himself.
yeah, certainly a rush behind if I've ever seen one.
The Wanderers would be content with that. They wouldn't want to let Tiwi get one just before half-time. Mitch Taylor only looking on the outer side. He's going to go down there with big Ed Simpson as the target. Simpson can't grab. It's always plan B. Bring it to ground and set up around a stoppage, and we'll get a boundary throw-in. Simpson, D'Souza, Munkara. Crowd scream for a free kick, not doing. Cabillo, he's dumped. And umpire Gayo has picked that. It's going to be a free kick there to Hooker. There's not too much forward. It's on his left foot. He's going to go there to the pocket. Risky kick out wide. Newman does that. He hangs back and then he's got very good closing speed. He read that like a book. Punched that out of bounds. We'll have a boundary throw in. Simpson down to the front. Only as far there as Duller.
A free kick to the Bombers player as well.
And he's earned himself a free kick there, Duller.
Yeah.
So hard from here to tell. There's the siren. We went 29 and a half minutes that quarter. That is one of the longest quarters I've seen all season, barring a stretcher. And Will Duller currently Tiwi trailing by 14 points. This to bring the margin back 8 right to the line there. Umpire looks a little bit unsure. In fact, I don't think the ball ever rolled through for a score. No, it didn't. Well done there by Wanderers. They repel that. And my bad, the score, it's a 12-point lead to the Wanderers at half-time.
There we are. So the end of second quarter there. They take a handy 2-goal lead into half-time. And that is the Wanderers 57 over Tiwi 45. We'll have a bit of a break here for half-time and be rejoined with you for the third quarter.
Ball comes out the back, now comes out this time to Scott Carlin again. He goes inside 50, Magro the target, rolls around, breaks the tackle. Plenty of time on his left towards goal, and that one has gone through. So steals out Mitch Taylor. Didn't have to put some pressure on, paddles it back through. Hope gets a handball out, running onto it is Marcus White. Goes towards goal, and it's gone through. Well done to Marcus Waddy, sorry.
Racking up the stats tonight, Scotty Carlin. Looking for Magro. Magro with 2 bites takes the mark.
Lining up for a goal here. Good kick. He's happy with that. His second of the night. And Tars extend their lead, making the most of their opportunities down their end. They good crack at it, but couldn't take it. Running through now is Benulis. Benulis gets her hands out. Carroll running onto it, gets through one. Almost taken high to Morris. Morris running through, kicks a goal, and 2 in a minute. And Tars just making something for themselves here. Morris got a hand, he cops a bump. Magro, he's kicked that inside forward now. Hope the target to drop the ball. Big Brody Newman flew. They get it out the back, and running into an open goal will be Addy Don't. Just sneaks it through, but the Tars again extend their lead, and they're out to a 21-point lead.
Then gets it back, then goes in short to Carlin. Carlin on to Kirtley Silva. Silva's directly in front, handles over the top to the big Kirby. Kirby takes one step, right foot, snap, and clears the goals, all clear.
From Wheatron, couldn't take the mark, but it's still alive. They get it out now to Sam Brody. Sam Brody to the hot spot. Darcy Hope sitting for it. At the back, socket through, and it has gone through.
Marcus Waddy.
Marcus Waddy kicks his second as well. And read it best. Underneath it takes the mark. No, he doesn't. It's play on in the hot spot. Waddy gets it out, rolls onto his right, and just drills it through, but a bit too much on it. In fact, he's kicked it. It's gone through. So the first blood of this second half goes to Waratah, coming out of defence from Wanderers. He's taken a few big strong marks in the back half and at half forward even to lock the ball in their forward line. That shot towards goal, that's gone through. What a cracker that was from the
That was Sammartino.
Intercept from Boyce. He spuns around, kicks it now to a lonesome player, and it's Tyson White again, is it? No, it's Shane Thorne. Just Thorne comes in and kicks their third goal straight over the umpire's head. They move to 3 goals, 11.
Got Benulis. There's no one in the goal square. Instead, he goes in short and finds Magro.
Beautiful kick there. He had it.
As Magro comes in from 50, it's a big range bomb and will go all the way through.
His 4th of the night. Stokes, he's getting involved too. Hands it back to Robinson. Robinson from outside 50 goes towards goal, and it's gone through. Mitch Robinson with the first goal from outside 50 to start that one. He loves that, and it's another great celebration for Mitch Robinson. That's the AFL star power coming to play. Back in the middle. And Mitchell, he gets the hands out to Robinson again. Another clearance. He's been brilliant with the clearances so far this year. That's almost a full forward. Whelan gets boot to ball. It's rolling towards goal. It's gone through. Mitch Robinson again involved, and Luke Whelan gets a second goal. As quick as you like. They've got two in a minute. Finds McMahon. McMahon marks it inside 50, but unsure if the distance will be with him. He goes, and that's a beautiful mark there to Neil. First in this one, 17 minutes into the first quarter. Kicks through, and he's like that straight off the boot. Ball goes forward for Buffs. Brew coming in hard, as too was Tom's shot. He's hurt. There's a snap towards goal. It's gone through. Great work there from Tom Clark, and centre half back, as we mentioned. Carter gets the hit down. Getting through, there's Bradley Stokes to the 50 on goal, and it's gone through. Just walk through them as easy as you like. And a bit of an unlikely goal scorer, Bradley Stokes. Ball forward. Stokes has done very well to tap it to himself. Evades the tackle inside 50 on goal. He kicks it. Doyle running back. Will he get a hand to it? It's just too high. And now it's Jared Stokes with a goal. So the Stokes boys with the last two for Darwin. Kicks it to the hot spot. Holt Fitz is roving on his left. He snaps towards goal over the top. And it's gone through. Great. What a ripper that one was. Getting in there as well as Lewis Walker. Ball is tunnelled through a few players. Stokes kept in front of him, runs onto it, rolls around, snaps towards goal. That's going to spin through. It does. He's very happy with that. Gives a bit of an aeroplane celebration as well. So the Buffaloes extend it. It's kicks into the middle of the ground. Couldn't find a target. Running onto it will be Neil. Outpaces Jackson Clark. Kicks it to the run of Trotter. Trotter is in a favourable position. Brown in a rock and a hard place here. Trotter just runs over, snaps and kicks a goal. They definitely needed that one. Smith got in each other's way. Bulk will have another crack. Snaps from the pocket to the hot spot. Goes over the top. Cooper will pick it up. Snap towards goal. And that's gone.
Brilliantly done there. His first of the evening.
And plenty of time and space. He goes out to Clark. Clark has two to beat. He can't. Now McMahon, he goes inside 50. Kicks long towards goal. There's two on the line. Ooh. It's gone through though. Great work from Damien McMahon.
Mary's forward line. Mary's kicked the ball back inside forward 50. Cameron Isle, where he normally is, in front of the pack. Picked up, running goal, and a goal within the first 30 seconds of the game. And a nice goal to St Mary's there, and that was Sam Fowler. Forward to Overall. Overall's had a bit of it early too. For Nightcliff, push and a shove. Butcher over the back. Mark and goal. There we go. The scores are just about square up. At Nightcliff take the lead. Nicely by hand. Still the scoreboard side. Up to half forward. Now it'll be a race on the ball. Over the top. Mummery this time slips in and puts the Tigers in front. The Tigers are in front. They go. Nightcliff are away. Parnell has been very good. Kicks it up and under. In hope more than anything else.
Exactly. Here's a goal.
That's him again. He's got this. He's got his second. Sam Power, and importantly, an important goal.
But it's St Mary's defence in action right now.
Mummery.
Lovely snap by Mummery, but I think he's...
Oh, no, he's got it.
He's got it.
He's got it. Mummery kicks the goal out of nowhere. Really, almost. Rux. Roves. Ball on the ground. In dispute. Out to Paredes. Paredes inside. Shouldn't have gone inside. Paredes gets back to him. Goes out by hand under pressure. Kick on goal, and there we go. Easy as you like.
There's the answer that St Mary's wanted. Very quick.
Sniffs and works the ball forward. Yaron gets the ball out by hand to Hillier.
Oh, he missed a mark then.
Hillier up forward. Picked up by Salmon. And that might be the nailer. That might be the one that puts the nail in the lid of the coffin. Protected area. And this is Polides. Will kick on goal. Needs to kick it. And does. Peter Polides has got the sixth one, but they need a few more, Gray. Nightcliff doing everything.
That's it, is it? No.
Last gasp. There it is. There it is.
There's hands on heads there at St Mary's. Big Ryan Smith there in despair. As John Butcher lines up for what should be, Ian, the winning...
There's the siren. It will be the winning goal if he kicks it. Goal. Vile. Kicks on goal.
He's hooked it.
And missed it.
Yep.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the commencement of the third quarter here, live at Tracy Village on the Men's Premier League 2002-23 TIO NTFL season, round 8, live here between the Wanderers, who currently lead 9 goals 357 to the Tiwi Bombers 7 goals 446, and we'll quickly run through goal scorers for the Wanderers. Singles to Jack Burke and Edwin Simpson, and multiples to Thomas Motlop, Stephen Motlop and Bo O'Connell, currently leading all comers with the 3 majors. And for the Tiwi Bombers, singles to William Munkara, John Tilpalura, Adam Tippenwoody, and then it's doubles to Stanley Tipalura and also Dwayne Karanua. Clint, it's been a very eventful half of footy so far. After a fast start by the Wanderers, it looks like Tiwi have wrestled back some momentum.
Yeah, very fast, high-scoring game, as you'd probably expect from these two teams. And yeah, I think better players. Arborn, I think, for Wanderers has been very good. He's found a lot of the footy. Doesn't have eccentric pace, but he's found a lot of the ball. Mitchell Taylor down full-back has been sensational. Thomas Motlop forward. Every time the ball goes forward, looks very dangerous. The ruckman, Neil Veve, he's done well. And Stevie Motlop, who spent a lot of time forward there, he's been very good. Over there to Tiwi, Stanley Tipalura, as always, been good. Adam Tippenwoody been good. Dwayne Karanua been good forward. Sam D'Souza in the ruck been good. Michael Dunn down back been very good. And also William Dulla starting on the ball has been very good. So, as we said, and we'll say it again, the loser of this game, it could well be a long summer of footy for them. So, ball back in the middle. Both teams really want to win this. Stanley Tipalura gets it. Winds dropped down, so really no wind to speak of this quarter. We'll let you know if that picks back up. It was going to the right of screen, but it's not now. Handball there to Weitra. Weitra goes out wide, sets a task for Big Simpson. He can't get there.
Out on the full, looks like.
Yeah, went out on the full. And a free kick there to Stanley Tipalura. So he bombs one there, down there to centre half forward. Players go up. Big Ruffman got a piece of it. He got taken out as well. Spills the Tiwi play. A little one on the boot forward. Oh, Weitra did well. He won it at most. Went back and won it. Beautiful handball. Gives it to Cabillo. Cabillo just on the flat side of the ball to get some distance. Spirals one forward, but only as far there as Brendan Cantilla. He takes a mark. He switches to Michael Dunn. Michael Dunn, who's played a very good game of footy, gives it back there to Heenan. Heenan's been good as well. He drives one forward. Tiwi player went early. Spills in his hands. Little handball there forward. And lining up from 40 metres, the Tiwi player, Adam Tippenwoody. He can't get it. Ball spins round. And that was Dale Cunningham. The crowd lit up. They thought he had that. Just screwed around a little bit too far. 3-4-1 behind. So first score of this third quarter to Tiwi. They're pegging him back slowly. Mitchell Taylor short. Mark there taken by O'Connell. Probably missed O'Connell in the best players as well earlier. It was electric in the first quarter. Probably had 10, 11 possessions. Goes out wide. Well done there by Newman. Always had the height advantage there on Dulla. So Newman plays on. He's going to go long. Kicks down there. Ed Simpson's got the sit. He takes it. He looks like he's getting his eye in. Hasn't been in great form this season. Goes long to 1-on-1. That was a push out. Clear as a whistle from here. And Stevie Motlop runs in and drills his third. Tiwi aren't happy with that. We've got a perfect side on view for that. And Stevie Motlop had both hands in the back there and gave him a fair old shove. Anyway, the record books will say Stevie's kicked his third.
Yep. First goal of the third quarter going to the way of the Eagles, and perhaps when you look back at it in contentious circumstances, I hope it doesn't go down to being a one-goal game. At the moment, just sitting at the advantage to the Eagles at the moment, and that's Motlop's third of the afternoon.
Not sure if it was Dunn or Cruz, but it was one of them, and they got hard done by then. They're going to keep their heads up, Tiwi. The ball goes up. It's a hard cricket pitch area in the middle, so the centre's been brought to the grandstand side. O'Connell sharks it. goes forward. That was Boys, goes forward, and the mark there taken by Thomas Motlop. He's kicked 2. Goes short to Stevie, and I don't know how Steve Motlop can get that much space. That defies belief. He's going to run around here. He's setting up, makes his intentions clear, spins around. Ball's going to go right to the line there. And I think that's either Hooker or McCarthy. They've got a fist in there, knocked it through. As big Veve comes off for a rest. He's a bit of a man mountain, George.
Yeah.
Done well in the ruck today. Tiwi clear to the pocket. Mark there taken by McCarthy. Gives it back there to Cantilla. Cantilla short, and Cruz with a slippery foot, he just taps it. He gives to Tip and Woody. Tip and Woody a little one out wide. Well, they're taken by Cunningham. Goes to Tipperman to Miri. Back to Munkara. Munkara drills a beautiful left foot.
Yep.
And I may have called him, it's Tip and Woody then, but Munkara, he got some attention after he kicked that. And he's drilled one forward.
Still on his knees there. Hard hit there, but great mark taken there, William Munkara.
Yeah, William Munkara, who kicked one of the first goals of the game.
Bombers certainly need this one.
Yeah, just to stay in touch. So Munkara, his body language as soon as he kicked it, he didn't like it. To the right-hand side, through for one behind. Mitch Taylor, as he often does, goes to Brodie Newman. Newman goes short and unchecked there in the back line. There is Fuller. He's going to switch back across to Mitch Taylor. And that's Dos Santos. Oh, kick hang in the air for a little bit. Ended up all right. Mark there taken by Dos Santos. He goes in the middle. Boys through his hands. Oh, Wanderers player got taken there. Good call there by the umpire. Gives it off to Thorne. Thorne goes long down there. Stevie Motlop's there. He's got someone at his feet. Well done there by Cruz. Motlop had good position. Spills there. Arborn round on his right boot. Goes down there. Motlop drops it. He's surrounded by 3 Tiwi players. Well done by Tiwi. I think they're going to mop this up. Ball needs to sit for Cruz. He taps it on, keeps it in front of him. They've definitely got the numbers over there, but they've won, the Wanderers, but they've won out there, Tiwi. Stanley Tipalura, handballs over the top. Big Ed Simpson gives a knock back there. That's Weetra. He gives the defensive handball back there to Newman. And Newman on that right boot bombs one down in the Stevie Motlop direction. Just bounces a couple of metres in front of him, and he tracks that over the line. We'll get a boundary throw in. Players go up. Big D'Souza in front. Shark there by Tiwi. Amble over the top. D'Souza slams it onto the boot. Ball goes in the middle, but it was read best there by Smith Thompson. And he takes that mark. Drills a little one forward. And the mark there taken by the other Smith Thompson playing. Drills one forward. Was taken out after the kick. That was Rioli. Rioli showing some good sportsmanship. Goes back and says, sorry, buddy. I think he accepts that he's given away that free kick, but it's going to be costly for his team. And Wanderers have come out after three-quarter time with all the momentum. Geez, Thomas Motlop over there to Stevie. Motlop, he takes the mark, plays on, and he's kicked it into the point post.
Oh, he's going to get a second chance.
Well, what's happened here, George, is he's actually marked it in the square. So it's a little bit of a controversial one. He took the mark and chose to play on. The umpire's saying because he marked it in the square, he gets to go back and line up straight in front. So a very technical one there. I can hear the Tiwi crowd don't agree with it.
All right, makes no mistake, though. Stephen Motlop now leads all comers with his 4th of the afternoon.
I have to admit, I have to agree with Tiwi there. I think if he takes the mark and he chooses to play on and he hits the post, that should be a point. So I think Tiwi have been harshly dealt with there. So Stevie Motlop causing a few issues with the umpires down there. Paddy Heenan going towards the umpire. He's not happy with that at all.
Yeah, a couple soft goals already given away by the Bombers in this third quarter. Just as we thought they were going to wrestle back some momentum and scoreboard pressure, they've allowed the Eagles to soar ahead 23-point lead. As the 8.5 minutes or so into this third quarter.
Umpire has a bounce. Well done. Beautiful bounce. Smacks it down. Arborn's in there. He gets a lot of the footy, Arbon. Handball's over the top. Picked up there. Running forward is O'Connell. They're running in waves now, Wanderers. He goes long. Stevie Motlop's there. And when Stevie Motlop's one-on-one, you feel for Cruz down there. Those other guys have to get in there and help him out. Cruz has done a really, really good job, to be honest, in a few one-on-one contests. But Stevie Motlop, he's going to win the majority of them. And he's kicked his 5th.
Yeah, it's quickly becoming the Stephen Motlop show this afternoon. 2 goals. The only 2 goals for his side in this third quarter. Takes him to 5 for the afternoon, and really a dangerous position here. 29-point advantage for the Wanderers. It's starting to fly away from the Bombers. There's not much more you can do. Clint Cruz is trying his best to contain Motlop, but he's just pushing off at that right time and using that bit of a body advantage just to his benefit there.
Well, they're trying to isolate him down there, so they're isolating him down there, and I think Tiwi may have one extra in the 6-6-6 here, so that's going to be a free kick. If it's going to be a free kick, he might as well stay there because they're going to go long. Straight away down to Motlop. Ball goes up. No, sorry, my bad. They didn't have an extra one in there. They just weren't manned up. So it looks like they're trying to drop back in front of Stevie Motlop. Tiwi out of the middle. Ball clears all comers. First back on, it's Smith-Thompson. He gives the handball over there to Los Santos. He gets round. The Tiwi play it too easily. And a little kick there. Mark taken by Thorne. Umpire blew his whistle. There must have been a free kick off the ball. Thorne down the line. Tiwi player almost got a hand on it, but big Ed Simpson was coming through. He takes a mark and a little kick forward in the mark there taken by Burke. Burke plays on, goes down the line there. Really strange choice of a kick to a one-on-one in the pocket. Stevie Motlop saying the same thing. Why would you kick it there? And we'll have to agree. We'll get a boundary throw in. So danger here though. Tiwi would not want to give away a goal from this stoppage. Big D'Souza in front. Well done. He identified that. He grabbed it out of the ruck. It only goes as far as O'Connell. He tries to swing one round the corner and put through his 4th. He couldn't do that. 3 for 1 behind. And it's all one-way traffic, George, at the moment.
Yep, certainly is. Into danger signs for the Bombers. They really need the next goal in this contest. Good mark there.
Yep, mark there taken by, I think that's Dwayne Kerenua, and he's quick. He can run. He's exciting. He's kicked a couple. Has 2 bounces. Goes a 3rd bounce. Doesn't come back to him. Wheatra's there with him. Geez, he made a bit of a mess of that.
Yep. I think that's the thing with a lot of Bombers players and their style of play. It's always exciting, but whether it actually comes off or not.
I thought their defence at the start of this game had been really good because they're obviously not renowned for their defence. And Brenton Toy, I can guarantee you if he's coaching them, he'll be working on that. But I thought today at the start, this third quarter has been a bit of a disaster for him. Comes out a hooker. He goes long down there. Ball over the back. Heard an umpire's whistle go. Perhaps the boundary umpire says, I'll have it. And he'll launch in. Might be Peter or Timmy down there. Pye there launches in. Smith-Thompson gets it on his left boot. Goes there. Almost fortuitously lands in the hands there of Motlop. Jeez, it's getting easy now for him. He goes out there to Shannon Motlop, who slows down. Umpire off the play. Has seen something here. There's a player in the hands of the trainers there. Perhaps he thought that was going to get in the way. I'm not too sure. You don't often see it stop for that, but play has stopped and play restarts. It goes over there to Newman. Newman's going to bring it out wide here to Wheatra. Weecher drops it. There's 2 Tiwi Bombers players there. That's John Tipalura. He picks up. He's stripped of it. Umpire says holding the ball. It's going to be a free kick there to Weecher. He's played well, as he usually does. Umpire's blowing the whistle again here. I think this injured player perhaps may...
need to come off first.
Need to come off.
Looks like Daniel Clee in the hands of the trainer there. Bit of discomfort coming from the field.
Yeah, discomfort on his face as well. He doesn't look too good or too happy. All right, so Weecher to the outer side. It's getting a bit of sting in this one now. Tiwi have been unlucky with a few calls here, and I think they're not too happy about it. But Wanderers are all over him in this third quarter. Thorne goes in the middle. Motlop, well done, Heenan. He got taken high there, and I think that one perhaps was on. I think we could see that from here. He got taken over the shoulder, and that's going to be a free kick there to Thomas Motlop, and he's going to look to put through his third goal. So Thomas Motlop, from about 48, I reckon, gives it a roost across the face of goal and extends Wanderers' lead as they bring the ball back in, and the mark there taken by Dunn. Calling for it out here is Cecil Puntanamiri. Michael Dunn says, no, I'm going the far side. Runs his full measure, puts it on the boot. Well done there, good body work. Had a lot of it. That was Peter or Timmy. He couldn't grab it. Wanderers get hold of it. Thorne coming into the game nicely on his left boot, but only as far there as McCarthy. McCarthy gives it off to Heenan. Heenan steps around one, goes toward Timmy, or Timmy on the boot. Oh, it's a terrible kick, ill-directed, and that was almost like he was trying to pick out Weecher there. And Weecher goes short, and he finds Fuller. So they're just toying with him at the moment here. It's been absolutely all one-way traffic in this last quarter. Newman, little chip forward, and I reckon that's Boys taking the mark there on the outer side. Tiwi have hardly been inside 50 this quarter. Motlop down there. McCarthy's with him, so they may have made a switch there. McCarthy to him. Cruz looks like he's gone to Simpson. So in the other game at the moment, Darwin Buffs up by 4 goals currently against Nightcliff, which perhaps would be a surprise to a few, but they look like they're coming together nicely this season. So if they can win that, they'll be entrenched in the top 5.
Yeah, top 5, yep. Of course, the Saints picking up a result last night, and that kind of eats into, that I think pushes the Tigers a little down.
Yes, it's an even competition this year. So the ball goes inside 50, and again, we're going to get a boundary thrown on that outer side. Boundary umpire out there is earning their money.
17 minutes gone here in this third quarter. It does look like the Wanderers, with their 30-point lead at the moment, look in pole position to take this one out. Of course, just over a quarter of footy to go as well.
Shark there by Dulla. Geez, he's smooth mover. Picks up. Handballs over the top. Wasn't really to anyone in particular. Victor Santos is there. That was a sling tackle. Yeah, had to be a sling tackle. Dulla and Dos Santos just having a few words to each other. Don't get involved, Tiwi. They're just going to go back and man up. And Dos Santos, he's going to kick it wide there to Newman. It's a bit sore there, Dos Santos, after that one. Newman down there to Thorne. Thorne's had no one within about a kilometre of him all quarter. He's just lapping him up there this quarter. He goes short there to O'Connell. And he takes the mark there just inside 50. So O'Connell runs around, hits it okay across the face of goal. So the Wanderers, a couple of ill-directed shots. They're keeping Tiwi with a chance, but Tiwi's chance is slipping by the second away, which also means their chance of making finals in this season is slipping away. They've got to turn it on here, the Bombers, and that's not going to do it. An ill-directed kick down the middle. Only as far there is Smith-Thompson. Smith-Thompson forward. Mark taken there by Motlop. Close to the best player on the ground. Motlop. Geez, high one forward. Just says, mark that, boys. Simpson under it. Ball spills to the back there. Picked up by Cantilla. And Tiwi are going to switch, bring it out this side. Big Roy Farmer, he's just come on. Put him under pressure. Now he's going to switch it. No, risky proposition. Oh, kick didn't hit the target. It's gone out of bounds on the full. And to be honest, this quarter from Tiwi has been pretty ugly.
They're just not hitting their targets at the moment. They're a little overzealous and overexcited. Just needed to slow the play down and hit a target on a lead in open space. They're just putting themselves under enormous pressure, and when it gives a little, it gives a lot. And now an opportunity here for Shane Thorne to hit his first of the afternoon.
So he deserves one. He's had an absolute paddock out there this quarter. He's just lapped it up, taking his time.
And go for the drop punt, looks like.
Yeah, you don't see that too often from these sort of angles these days. Thorne through to the near side, through for one behind. So again, Tiwi just hanging by a thread. So Hooker goes straight down the middle. Big D'Souza's there. Can't go in front. Well done there by Cruz. He picks up on his left boot, just throws it forward. Oh, running onto it there almost was Adam Tippenwoody. Players can't grab it. Cecil Puntanamiri gives him one. Sam D'Souza comes in there. Puntanamiri can't pick it up. Wanderers players dived on it here. Be interesting to see what the umpire says. He says, that's my footy. I'll have it. William Munkara there with him. The two big boys go up. Comes down. Boys is there. Munkara goes in after him. Oh, it's like the Eiffel Tower crashing down there. Big Ed Simpson. A little bit of push and shove going on here. That's Desmond Tipperman to Miri. Doesn't need to do anything stupid. They've got to hold their heads here. It's a free kick high, and it's going to be a free kick there to Butson. So we're into time on in this third quarter. Butson out wide here to Boys. Boys also played a good game. Down there to Simpson. Cruz uses him as a launching pad. Oh. Stevie Motlop tried to take on the tackle. Coming at 1,000,000 miles an hour at him was Desmond Tipperman to Miri, and he wins it, the free kick. Ran himself into trouble, gives it to McCarthy. McCarthy down the line. Hooker got worked under that. Umpire said play on. Keenan Smith-Thompson can't gather. Oh, picked up there by Dwayne Keranua. And they're on here, possibly Tiwi. Ball spills there to Adam Tippenwoody. Adam Tippenwoody over the top of the leading forward. And I reckon Stanley Tipalura, John Tipalura, sorry. Perhaps.
Yeah, John Tipalura. Thought by all accounts it was going to go through for a behind, but here's the goal.
Yeah, they are completely against the flow of play there. Tiwi have got one back, and hopefully we'll give them a little bit of momentum going into this fourth quarter. That's his second.
Eats into that lead slightly as well. .26 advantage to the Wanderers at the moment. Far fewer goals kicked in this quarter, Clint, but if the second quarter is anything to go off, we may still have a couple minutes remaining.
Yeah, we've definitely had long quarters today. Probably not the day for it because it's getting dark and we want to finish in light here. So we're at 6:15 now. It's umpire Thomas Manning back in the middle. Tiwi. Falls to ground. He's jumped on there by Butson. Yeah, it had to be. He had an opportunity to get rid of it. He chose not to. And it'll be a free kick there to Butson. Butson gives the handball to O'Connell. O'Connell on his left foot, drives one forward. Motlop's there. Kick was almost perfect. Dropped by him. Cruz was there, picked up by Thorne. Handball there to Smith-Thompson. Back to Thorne. Thorne on the right boot. And there's that goal he deserves. He's had a brilliant quarter. And Tiwi got one back at the other end, but Thorne has just pinched it straight back within a minute for the Wanderers, and they look to have all the answers at this stage.
Yeah, makes amends for that one. Shane Thorne, that set shot he had on a very tight angle. Looks like one of those players, I think that's a little better on the run. Certainly makes no mistake there. Extends that lead back out to 32 points. They really need a goal before three-quarter time here, the Bombers. It's the largest lead of the afternoon. It's not long left to go. As long as the Wanderers play smart footy, they should see it out. Their second win of the season.
So umpire ball's up, ball in the middle. Butson does well. O'Connell, chance for the 3 votes today. Drills one down. Heenan's there. Shannon Motlop's there. Gives the handball back. Ball taken there by McMurray. Gives it back to Stevie Motlop. Stevie Motlop for the pocket. Right to the square. And the ball's touched through there by the Tiwi player. Well done. It's a 33-point ball game. The scoring end has been to the right of screen, so that perhaps may help Tiwi. It was favouring the wind earlier in the game, not so much now, but it definitely has been the scoring end. And Tiwi clear outside. Ball taken there by the Tiwi player. He goes for a run. That might be Cantilla. Drills one forward, over the back. Mankara's there. Oh, just can't be taken there by the Wanderers player. Good interception there. Smith-Thompson gives a little one there. Weitra drills one out. It's only as far as the big Tiwi ruckman there. And big Sam D'Souza takes one on the 50. He's got a player in the pocket. It's a beautiful kick. Mankara drops it. He dropped as an absolute sitter. He would have had a set shot at goal there. Right in front of the Tiwi bench and the Tiwi crowd. He won't be happy with that. Been good today, Mankara. Probably one of their guns, but not excellent. And there's a siren for three-quarter time.
Yeah, there we go. End of the third quarter here. Tracy Village is Wanderers 13-9-87, and they lead the Tiwi Bombers 8-6-54. We'll have a very short break and rejoin with you for the last quarter of the afternoon. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Prior to the commencement of the fourth quarter here is the Wanderers with a healthy 33-point lead here, 13-9, 87 to 8 goals, 654. Goal scorers there. We got 5 to Stephen Motlop, 3 goals to Bo O'Connell, 2 goals for Thomas Motlop, and singles to Shane Thorne, Edward Simpson and Jack Burke. Meanwhile, for the Bombers, we have doubles to Dwayne Keranua, Stanley Tipalura and John Tipalura, and then singles to Adam Tippenwoody and William Mankara. And we've just had word that, not sure how it's coming through to you guys at home, but certainly here at Tracy Village Oval on this Saturday evening, it is sunsetting very quickly. One of the local suburban grounds who do not have the lighting upgrades here, so we are still safe to kick ahead. But if we do have an earlier end to this game, the score will stand. We are past the halfway mark. And it is the Wanderers with that healthy lead. Certainly seems, Clint, this stage might just be a little too much for the Bombers at the moment with this advantage.
It's going to be interesting. Look, Aaron Motlop at half-time gave it to the Wanderers and he said, boys, we're turning it over too much, and he was animated, he was heated, and they came out after half-time, a bullet a gate, and just turned this game in the third quarter. They say the third quarter's a premiership quarter. Yeah, we've said it 3 or 4 times today. The loser of this game is going to be a long, long season. Whoever wins this, they're keeping contention with finals. As O'Connell, close to the best player on the ground, picks up. Tiwi player goes with him. Ball to the back there. Picked up by Big Roy Farmer. He chose to go boundary side and he's pursued out of bounds, and we'll get a boundary throw in. So footy here from Tracy Village in the northern suburbs of Darwin. Saturday afternoon footy. Out near the hospital there. Had a look at the hospital at three-quarter time, George. It's not going to win any awards for architectural excellence, that's for sure. It's an absolute shocker. As the ball is cleared, Stanley Tipalura drops one. Not Stanley Tipalura, John Tipalura. I reckon I made that mistake 5 or 6 times today. And Wanderers win it, and the mark there taken by Boys. Boys has had a ton of the footy yet again. Oh, players
ran over the mark there.
Off the mark there. That was Peter or Patimi. And this really would put a nail in Tiwi's coffin if the Wanderers get the first one here, which they've got a shot right on the goal line. And Brenton Toy doesn't have any hair left, but if he did, he'd be pulling it all out. And that's the first goal of this last quarter to the Muck-Mucks.
Yeah, it's turned what would have been a likely goal by Thomas Boys, the distance he was out, to a guaranteed goal, and certainly now adds an additional goal to the Wanderers' tally. So 14-9, 93 to 8 goals, 654. Just a couple minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
So umpire Lancaster's got the ball back in the middle there. Ball goes up. One there by the Wanderers ruckman. Good tackle laid. Umpire Lancaster says, I'll have it, gentlemen, and we'll go again. One there by Veve. Scrapped in there by Tiwi. They win it. Comes to Tip and Woody. He's dealt with it on the kick. Almost thought it was as he kicked it there.
Yeah, downfield.
Free kick downfield. Comes to John Tipalura. And John Tipalura from 45 has drilled one and breathes a tiny bit of life into Tiwi. That's his third.
Yeah, third of the afternoon. He's done well for himself this afternoon. Knee strapped there, but it's not discomforted him so far. Been very serviceable as far as the Bombers are concerned.
The clock counting down now up there. It's counting.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Up all game. Ball back in the middle. Shark by Munkara. Munkara out wide. Mark there taken by Dulla. He spins, plays on his left boot. Ball goes down there. And poor old Cunningham may end up on Mitch Taylor. He's a bigger man, Mitch Taylor. He got the body position there. Gives it to Smith-Thompson. Smith-Thompson drills one out wide. Mark there taken by Cabillo. Cabillo goes short. Oh, makes Stevie Motlop work. So he's pushed up the ground, Motlop. And he drills one down the line to O'Connor. The Tiwi player went in early. Big Sam D'Souza says, I'm taking that one, boys. Comes through. Can't be picking up. Butson goes in. He's hard as always. Spills out of the captain, Heenan. One of the better games I've seen Paddy Heenan play. Umpire's paid a hold there, and it's going to be a free kick there to Hooker. Ball comes back there to Santos, who was off the ground earlier. He's got a problem with that left lower leg. I saw him getting ice before, so I thought he was done for the day. Tiwi charge forward. Munkara from 50 throws it on the boot. Oh, just across the face, and that would have made things a little bit interesting, George.
Yeah, it certainly would have. Blistering pace to get out of the centre of the ground and just missing slightly to the right. Just through for a minor score.
Bringing it out, Arborn. Going to go down the outer side there. Good use of the footy, and he hits up his fellow midfielder there. I think that was Boys. Boys hits Motlop. Motlop out wide there to Newman. Newman short to Simpson. And the second half, they definitely used this ball a lot better, the Marks. They head down to centre half forward. Stanley Tipalura is there. He can't mark. Butson's front and square. Well done there by Peter or Timmy. He gets it. Cruz. Little one forward. And the mark there taken by Cecil Puntanamiri. Doesn't have too much to go to forward. Moving for him is Munkara. Tries to play on. I think I was watching the forward line there. I think that kick might have been smothered.
Yeah, certainly smothered off the kick there.
And we'll get a boundary throw in. Big Simpson wins that one. Hooker puts his head over it. Butson's in there. He does all the hard stuff, Butson. Every team's got to have him, and he's definitely that one for the Wanderers. Doesn't die wondering. Goes forward. Picked up there by the Wanderers player. Scoots around, runs his full measure. Drives one forward to a one-on-one. Cruz gets his fist to it. Oh, almost knocked to the advantage there of the Wanderers players. Little chain of handballs. It's a worry when Stevie Motlop's got it. Spins around, has a shot on the right boot. Just couldn't get enough purchase on it. McCarthy drops what he should have taken. Now he's got himself in all sorts of trouble. Comes there to Heenan. Roy Farmer is working for him on the outer side. I think that was Heenan. He had a shocker. Picked up there by Motlop. Motlop on the right boot. It was coming round. It's a pretty stagnant forward for Tiwi. They don't have a lot to go to. He's done well there, pinpointed that kick, and the mark there taken by Cruz. Cruz has played a fair game of footy. He's a good player. Been hammered down there. Kick forward, and the mark there taken by Munkara. He gives it to Farmer. He's going to look for the 1-2. Butson played it well. Ball goes in the middle, and the mark there taken, I think that was by Keranua. Over the top there, the Tiwi player can't grab it. Goes back for a second crack. Newman at ground level, picks up, handballs to Simpson. They've definitely got the numbers here. Simpson gives it to Fuller, and Fuller down the outer side clears, and they got some space here. Smith-Thompson, he's going to pop it over the top there to Thomas Motlop. Oh, the kick made him push back. but he had a lot of space, and you really have to wonder how he's got that much space inside 50. And umpire off the ball here has paid a free kick, I believe. And it's going to go to Stevie Motlop in the pocket. We didn't see what that was for, George.
No. But it's in the hands of the man who can make it 6 for the afternoon and really put the emphasis on a great result for the Eagles.
And now 50, so that must have been for some sort of abuse or...
Yeah, the man on the mark didn't move a centimetre, so it's just some ill discipline laid on here. The result may be gone, but that's another goal for the champion there, and Stephen Motlop extends this one further. 15 goals, 10-100, plays the Tiwi Bombers 9-7-61.
Yeah, and so what's that, 39 points, so that's almost done and dusted.
If you're still tuning into this one here, the Buffaloes still have a 20-point advantage over the Tigers going in partially into the fourth quarter, which will set up next week. I believe the Wanderers play the Tigers, so Tigers coming off.
Umpire's paid, I think, a 666 here.
Yep, going down that way.
The wheels just falling off Tiwi a little bit. A free kick, a 50, and now a 666. Goes down there, Cruz is up. He can't take it. That's another one there paid.
Yeah, another free kick
against Tiwi. And that'll be a free kick there to Thorne.
Yep.
His third quarter will put him close to getting votes today, I would have thought. He had a magnificent third quarter.
Certainly. And with 1 goal won this afternoon so far. A second. Oh, no, he's let it. It's gone off to Thomas Motlop instead. I think Thorney tried to appeal for that one, but it's in the hands of Tommy Motlop.
I've got him down for
2.
I reckon he's kicked a fair few points as well.
Sure has.
Across the face of goal. Cruz. Oh, he was dangerous then because he was smacking it back right to the hot spot. Lucky it came off hands.
Yep. Just the minus score.
So short of the pocket there. Mark taken by Hooker. Goes down there to Cruz. The big ruckman, Sanders Souza's going to more than likely be the next kick down the line. He's not. Perhaps he should have been. Players go up. Roy Farmer's in there. Picked up. Umpire again has given a free kick there to Tiwi. So we're seeing lots of free kicks in this last quarter. There's been about 5 or 6 down there. Umpire Lancaster very busy. Hooker hits done. Beautiful kick. This is Tiwi footy. He gives it to Dulla. Dulla has a bounce. He runs his full measure. Goes to 55. That's a beautiful kick. Oh, that was almost a centimetre perfect kick. But getting a fist in there, I think that was Dylan Dos Santos.
Sure was.
And that's a goal-saving fist.
Was, I believe, in the off-season from the NTFL, he is a serviceable goalkeeper in the soccer for the Men's Premier League, so certainly used to fisting those ones clear.
Yeah, Dos Santos, yeah.
So, goal, as you said, yeah, goal-saving intervention there from the defender, who we thought this afternoon was done, but gets back in there, and a lot of players with hands on hips and ball in here in the Wanderers defensive 50.
Ball goes up. Players go in. One there by Fuller. Handball out wide there to O'Bourne. O'Bourne clears. Well done there by the big ruckman D'Souza. Him and Cruz, who were both at that contest, probably been their 2 best today. Throws one in the middle, ill-directed, read like a book by Dos Santos. That's the goalkeeping in him. He comes charging through the middle. McCarthy gets a fist on that. Ball spills there to Brendan Cantilla. Soccer's in front, gets it out in space, then runs past it. It's a 3-on-2 there to Wanderers, and one of the three, Stevie Motlop, that almost makes it a 4-on-2. And he kicks it straight in the face of Paddy Heenan. And back we're going to go the other way. Mark taken by Puntunamiri. Puntunamiri to this outer side. As a player just come on the bench here. He won't affect that contest because that's Mark's taken by Cantilla. Cantilla drills one down the middle. Speaking of reading them like books, Newman just does not miss a trick. He's won that free kick. He just plays a few metres off his opponent, Newman, waits for him to kick and closes in on it. As an ultimate defender of this competition, goes there to Motlop. Matthew Motlop goes out wide there. And they go inside 50, drop there by McCarthy. Cruz picks up, goes back across goal to Farmer. And Farmer's going to go long out here. Oh, Mark dropped there by John Tipalura. And now he's under the pump. Drills one forward. William Mankara can't take that. Claiming the mark there was Weitra. He drills one into the stomach of D'Souza. D'Souza spins out of trouble, comes back there to his opposition ruckman, who chips one forward, and plucking one out of the air there was Boys. And Boys drills one down there with a beautiful kick, and mark taken there by Simpson. Simpson, a short kick there to the leading Motlop. Motlop, long down there, right to the square. Stevie Motlop's there, almost gets his head taken off.
And it's been given high.
Umpire agrees.
Pleading with the referee, I think, Paddy there.
Yeah, Paddy doesn't agree, that's for sure. He's not happy about that decision. But we're a long way away. It did look like he caught one high. Stevie Motlop into the middle.
Selfless there. Stevie Motlop.
And the mark there taken by Lewis. 25 metres out directly in front. And what was a close game is now turning into a percentage booster for the Wanderers. So Lewis straight in front. Hits it well. The team gets around him. I reckon that may be his first goal for the club, potentially, George.
Yep. Certainly getting in there. The runner also obliging with the celebrations and extends that lead. 16-10, 106, plays 9-7, 61. Just skip past the 14th minute mark here at Tracy Village Oval. Live on this Saturday afternoon. We've just skipped past 6:40 p.m. local time and a fair few minutes left. The sun is quickly setting as this game draws to a close.
So Tiwi again having problems with their 6-6-6, and this should be a free kick really. The ball is going to be bounced. No, umpires are going to bounce, and then it's a terrible bounce. He wants it back, and we're going to take two. Mankara and Motlop go at it. Tiwi player spins without it. Hooker in there. O'Connell in there. Comes back there to Simpson. Back there to Oborn. Oborn on his right boot. Sends it inside 50. Lurking there is Thorne. Picked up there by Big D'Souza. Gives the handball back there to Aportimi. And Tiwi managed to repel that attack. So down the outer side there, that's Michael Dunn or that was Cruz. He goes inboard to Michael Dunn. Michael Dunn spins, plays on. He's got Rioli there. He can't grab it. Newman's there. He should have been pinged for holding the ball, and that's a very good decision. Umpire was in perfect decision for that. And that's going to be a free kick there to Stanley Tipalura.
Lining up for his third of the afternoon. Comes on in and the umpire does not have to work at all. Boots his third of the afternoon and adds a bit more respect onto that scoreboard for the Tiwi Bombers. 10-7-67 plays the Wanderers 16-10-106. Approaching the 17th minute mark in this final quarter.
Sting definitely gone out of this one.
As mentioned earlier, the last time we checked that, Tigers 2 goals down against the Buffaloes, which if that stays the same in this all but secured victory for the Wanderers, it will certainly prove an interesting match next week. And of course the Tiwi Bombers riding into next round with the bye, so possibly a chance to regroup and have a few of their key players out this afternoon back in.
Umpire Thomas Manning there, launches up in the middle. Wanderers win it, butts and drops it, goes back for a second crack at it. Thought he might have been held without it. Umpire said play on. Hooker goes in there.
Tackle.
Lucky, because he was going to get pinged for holding the ball there. He chose to take on the tackle. Mankara takes it, has a bounce. That's a hard cricket pitch in the middle. 2 speeches there, he ducked under him. That was like doing the limbo. Well done.
Good mark too.
Ball goes over the top there. Geez, like a jack in the box there, George. He just jumped up, went down, did the limbo. And the mark there taken by Brendan Cantilla. Why he's wearing number 9, I'm not sure. You're confusing us, Brendan.
He's lining up for this one just on 50 as well. Goes for the
Kick the top. Oh, Tiwi player went up, had a crack. 3 for 1 behind. Ball comes out there to Newman. Newman short to Dos Santos. And there's the siren.
Full time here at the Tracy Village Oval. It is the Wanderers 16-10-106 defeating the Tiwi Bombers 10-8-68. As the sun very much sets here on this afternoon, we've had a good evening of footy. We'll just quickly run through the goal scorers and possibly some of the best on ground for the victorious Wanderers. Stephen Motlop bagged 6 goals, 3 to Bo O'Connell, 2 for Thomas Motlop, and then singles for Ankin Lewis, Thomas Boys, Shane Thorne, Ed Simpson and Jack Burke. Meanwhile, for the defeated Bombers, it is 3 goals apiece for Stanley Tipalura and John Tipalura, double to Dwayne Karanua, and then singles to Adam Tippenwoody and also William Mankara, who for either side were your best on grounds there, Clint?
Yeah, look, if I was doing a 3-2-1, I would go Bo O'Connell for 1 vote for the Wanderers. I thought Thomas Motlop.
Yep.
Also, and look, to be honest, and he's going to go close to winning it this year, Stevie Motlop, I thought deserved the 3. Kicked, what are you going in now for? 5 or 6? 6. Yeah. And done that. Couple of good players for Tiwi. Michael Dunn had a really good game. Nicholas Hooker, David Cruz down back did really well. Adam Tippenwoody, Stanley Tipalura, Dwayne Karanua kicked a couple. Dale Mankara was quiet, and Sam D'Souza was probably their best player today. So all wrapped up here from Tracy Village as the sun sets. That's us done.
Absolutely, and there's still action to come on later on this evening with Pint taking on Southern Districts live from TIO Stadium. Until then, stay safe.